One part of you wants the perfect plan, another part of you wants to throw that plan away and go do something fun and stupid. One voice says, hey man, be disciplined, stay focused, we have goals to achieve. Another part of you says, nah, this is boring, let's go out, let's do something fun. And you are there stuck in the middle wondering, hey, which one is the real you? Maybe you even Google it. Why do I self sabotage? Why can't I stick to a routine? Am I bipolar or I'm going crazy? Who knows? I have been there multiple times, and here's the answer. Both of them are you. You are not just one personality, you are six of them, and that exhausted, that conflicted feeling is not because you're broken, it's because you have two floors of your building fighting for control. And honestly, they are both paying rent, so they both have a say in it. Hey, I'm Mihnea, and on this channel we explore how people work and not how they are supposed to work. That building I just mentioned earlier, it's called a condominium. Fancy, I know. Sounds like something a therapist or a coach would charge you to explain it. I'm going to do it in less than 10 minutes for free. You're welcome. By the end of this video, you will understand why the two parts of you are keep fighting. You will understand what your base is, what your phase is, and why sometimes they are completely opposite things. And you will understand why you are not the same person you were 10 years ago. And let me tell you something, that's actually fine. I used to look at personality tests and think, okay, I'm a thinker, I'm an architect, whatever. This is my box. I like logical stuff, I like spreadsheets, I like projects, cool. But for me, it never felt 100%. Because some days I am organized, productive, and I feel like I have my life together. But some other days I just want to throw it all away, cancel all my plans, and go do something completely spontaneous. You have probably felt this. One version of you wants discipline and another version of you wants complete freedom. And you're sitting there thinking, wait a second, which one is actually me? Am I faking one of this or what's happening? And here is what changed everything for me. I found out that I'm not one type and neither are you. We are a stack. Imagine like a 6-story building. We all have the same 6 floors, but for each of us, they are in completely different order. Your ground floor is what's called the base. That's it, how you see the world, your perception and your language. It never changes, you are born with it and you will die with it. But the floor that you live on right now, that's different. That is called the phase. And phase, it's about what you need, your current psychological needs, what motivates you and what makes you feel off when you don't get enough of it. For me, my base is thinker. I see the world through logic. I talk like a thinker and especially I hear like a thinker. But my phase right now, it's rebel. My current needs are fun, spontaneity, and playful contact. So my foundation, you can imagine, wants a perfect plan, but the floor I live on right now wants to burn that plan away and go get tacos. I don't know. I used to think that maybe I have a problem. Turns out I was just a guy with a thinker perception living with my rebel needs. Makes sense now, but it didn't make sense a while back. Here is the part that finally explains why certain days completely destroyed me, and maybe this will bring some clarity for you as well. The floors in your building are not all the same size. Usually your bottom floors are wide and the higher you go, the narrower they get. The width pretty much determines how much energy you have on that specific floor. And think of each floor like a battery. You have a wide floor, there's a big battery. A narrow floor, there's a tiny battery, obviously. Your base and the first few floors usually are the widest floor. You can operate these all day and feel like it's like you're breathing. My base is thinker, and if I have to organize a complex project or structure a video like this, for me it's relatively easy. I can spend hours doing this. It's pretty much my native language. But my top floor is promoter. That is networking mode, like I call it. Let me tell you why this is amazing mode. For me, there's a tiny battery. I can go up there maybe 30 minutes a day and I'm completely depleted. You have probably noticed this, not because I'm not Prince Charming over here, the promoter strength, but you notice that maybe for you some task feels effortless, others drain you in 30 minutes and even if they are not technically hard. Ask me, for example, to go do small talk at the party where I don't know a lot of people, and to be honest, I start looking for the door to leave in the next 15 minutes. I used to think that I'm antisocial. Nope, I was just spending hours on my narrowest floor and wondering why I feel like garbage. And here's the key. You recharge by meeting your phase needs first. They are the most urgent one and the most important one. Then there are your base needs. My phase is rebel, as I mentioned, so when I hang out with friends, joke around and start do something spontaneous, that battery charges. If I spend a week doing nothing but serious work and never have any fun, my phase battery starts to drain quite drastically. And when that battery is low, everything starts to feel boring and pointless. And I really believe this is where burnout actually comes from. Not from hard work, but from not feeding your phase needs. And unfortunately, I spent years feeding the wrong floor. Here's the part that scared me the most when I first learned about it. What if I just wake up one day and all of a sudden I'm not the same person anymore? In April 2022, I took the official PCM assessment with Paul Olteanu, a trainer from Romania and the host of Mind Architect podcast. I will leave their links in the description. And when I did this, it explains one of my biggest life struggles at the moment. I was isolating myself a lot. I would have come home from work and just wanted to disappear. I would close the door, talk to no one. I would even cancel plans, avoid any calls, and just wanted to vanish. I thought I was becoming antisocial, maybe even worse, maybe I was getting depressed, maybe something was wrong with me and I needed to fix it ASAP. You might have felt something like this. Maybe a shift in who you were, things that used to energize you all of a sudden feel flat, and you're just there wondering, what is happening to me? And here is what I learned. I just moved floors. Your base and phase start at the same place, but with enough stress, with enough life challenges, with enough what the hell is happening moments in your life, you can move upstairs. And this is called phasing. And at the time I took the test, I found out that I was living in my imaginer floor. And imaginer, as you probably saw from my previous videos, needs solitude, needs quiet time, time alone to process things. Luckily, I was not becoming antisocial, and most importantly, I was not becoming depressed. I was just hungry for time alone. My system was working correctly, I just didn't know what it actually needed at the time. And here's the most important part. Phasing only goes one direction, up, and you will never phase or move back down again. Since 2022, I have phased again, or I really believe I'm in the process of phasing. My psychological needs started to change from need of solitude. Now, when I filmed this video in December 2025, I'm in the process of phasing from my imaginary floor to rebel floor. This is where I live now. I actually phased 4 times in my life. Thinker base, then I went to harmonizer, then persister, then imaginer, and now rebel. Life kept happening and I kept moving upstairs. I don't know, maybe at this rate I will be living in my imaginary penthouse by my 40s. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Exciting times. You might phase once, maybe you never phase in your life. There's no right answer here. Once you know that this is possible, you can stop calling yourself broken every time you feel a change with yourself. You just moved upstairs, and trust me, it's really exciting times ahead. So you remember that conflict I was telling at the start? One part of you wants discipline, another part of you wants to throw that plan away and go get tacos. Now you have the answer. Both of them argue, and that's great news. They just live on different floors. Your base, it's how you see the world, that never changes and will never will. Your phase, it's what you need right now, and that changes. Now, you might be wondering, if I have 6th floor, can I visit the other ones, or I'm stuck to these 2? Short answer is yes. You have an elevator, and learning to use it is how you connect with other ones. And you're doing this right now without even knowing. That is coming in a few videos. But first, you need to know your floors. I have broken down each personality type in a playlist right here. Watch the ones that feels like home. This is probably your base. Then ask yourself, is this also where I live right now, or have I moved upstairs maybe? Find your floors, understand your building, and if you think this video brings you some clarity, consider liking it, maybe share it with your friends and family, consider subscribing as well. And if you want me to analyze different scenarios that you might have in mind through the PCM lens, please write it down in the comments and I'll make future videos about it. I'll see you there.